Hey friends, what's good? Welcome to Storytime. My name is Shannon Braybrook. If you haven't already joined me before, I like to tell stories. Sometimes they're nostalgic, sometimes they are irrelevant. Well, most of the times they're irrelevant, but I just like to tell stories online as a form of, I don't know, maybe it's therapy for me. Anyway, this is my fifth take to try and do this because my dogs have been barking incessantly for the past half an hour. And yeah, I finally got them in the house, and hopefully they're going to be quiet now. So, just so you know, I do one take, I don't edit. I drink hot coffee, usually burn myself. I will interrupt occasionally just to deal with dogs and stuff. So, yeah, there's that. And I'm not a doctor. The things that I talk about are my own life, and they could resonate with you somehow. They could make you mad. They could make you whatever. Go in the comments. Let me know how you feel about something if you don't like it and you disagree. I'm good with that. I used to be a care aide for seniors and people with special needs, and I worked palliative, and I don't do that anymore. I did that for a long time, and 2020 I stopped doing that, and I began the full-time care of my hubby as well as running our businesses, which absolutely love that. So, that being said, I want to talk today about something. First of all, if you know me, I'm trying to straighten everything out. It feels like I'm crooked. I'm a widow. My husband Dave passed away in August 2024. And I wanted to talk today a little bit about what the heck is going on with my grief. Because I do have a few people here that follow me that also are dealing with grief. They are widows or widowers. And sometimes I'm telling you, life just does this kind of stuff. Grief is not linear, it's a nightmare. And this week it's proving to be a really big nightmare because all of the things, all the special things that happen in life tend to remind us of the people that we did the special things with. So this is a really heavy time for me, the summer. We've got my birthday just passed. Dave's birthday's in 2 days. He would have been 60. We have our anniversary that would be coming up. Our wedding anniversary was only 14 years, but we were together for 20. And so this coming August will be 20 years together. And I'm also thinking about Dave's actual the day that he passed, which is in August. And so sometimes I wake up in the morning and I wonder what is going on. Like, why am I feeling a certain way? And then I remember, oh, right, right. Your husband passed away. And there's no time frame on how long this is going to go on. I mean, I've got a friend who just said they're in their sixth year. They still wake up and sometimes are in tears. They tend to think about that person a lot more during obviously holidays. The having Facebook now constantly remind us of a person's what was going on with them. So, oh, remember back in the day, here's a memory of this and that. And it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, I don't mind remembering that stuff, but not today. I'm feeling so down. So I was wondering, when I got up this morning, like, what is your problem? What's going on? And then it dawned on me, everything's going to be happening this month and next month. So and it's 2 days till his birthday, which we used to have so much fun. Like our holidays, we didn't actually do a lot of holiday stuff. We didn't really do big things, big dinners and stuff. We occasionally went to dinners with the family and things like that. But Dave and I did a lot of celebrating on our own. Like we really enjoyed each other's company and we spent a lot of time together. So birthdays might be, going out if we were living off grid, having a fire pit and doing s'mores or doing some smokies or something out at the fire, having a mocha, and just sitting there staring at the sky, the stars. And that was an event. That was kind of fun. Or we'd go sit in a gold panning creek, and I would have my gum boots on, and he would have his lawn chair, and he'd watch me gold pan for way too many minutes or hours or the whole day. It was so fun. But yeah, things like that. Um, that's kind of what we did. We were into that, but we did like to spend time with the family. It's just a lot of times we lived in different areas off grid or on the logging blocks or wherever we went with logging. Half the time I didn't even know where we were going, but I was just ready to go. Let's go. And so, yeah, I kind of decided to just postpone this whole week. I took the rest of the week off work. I said I don't want to do anything. I'm not sure what my deal is, but I realized a little later on that yeah, it's grief. Like there's no rhyme or reason with grief. And being that I was in nursing for so long and I dealt with palliative care, I always say, oh yeah, I can handle that. I can take care of this because I did that for years and I know how to deal with that. No, I don't. Sometimes I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. But I'll tell you right now that, I mean, I got some strong faith because whenever I wake up in the morning, I have gratitude that I got to breathe and open my eyes and I'm alive, because some people are not going to make it out of that. They're not going to make it out of that sleep. They're going to be going to sleep forever. And I feel grateful that I get to wake up every day and experience my life. But there's just a lot of reminders, and when I'm out doing stuff, on the RV, especially now that I live in an RV by myself and I have to do everything myself. I told everybody on my Instagram that I went up on the roof for the very first time I've ever been on an RV roof. I decided I got to do it because who else is going to do it? Am I going to pay somebody to come and stand on my roof, clean off the dirt, which literally took me 15 minutes? Or am I going to do it myself? And I did it myself. But that kind of stuff reminds me of how brave, our husbands or wives can be sometimes when they go do things. Like I never even thought about it. Dave would have one leg because he was an amputee. He was a double amputee when he passed, but he was a one leg amputee when he used to go on the roof and do the crazy things that I do by myself now. I always say if he could have done it with one leg, I can definitely do it with two. So I had to do septic stuff and I'm dealing with, toilet issues, and the heat in here is intense. We've had like 95, 100 degrees in the house because if we put the AC on, if I put the AC on, um, sometimes it trips the breaker. And then if you got all the windows closed and the breaker trips and your dogs are in the house, you're probably going to kill your dogs, which is not a good idea. I love my dogs, except when they're barking like crazy outside when I'm trying to shoot a video. But anyway, so these are just little reminders. And also that, oh, here we go, barking. Don't bark. Don't bark. Please don't bark. That it doesn't matter how long you've been grieving, how it doesn't matter to what capacity you grieved already. It could come on fully, like feeling like it was just yesterday that it happened. And there's nothing you can really do about it. You just have to like go through it like the river, go through it and know that this too will pass. But I like to just keep all the good memories at the forefront so that if I'm feeling really down, I just start thinking about the good things, because you can go down a seriously deep hole of despair and sadness if you let yourself, which I just try not to let myself, because Dave would not want me to cry. He would not want me to be sad. He would want me to take care of all those things that I need to take care of, because that's what we talked about before he passed. He mentioned to me about a week and a half before he passed, he said, are you ready? Because you're going to have to take care of yourself. And I said, I'm ready because you've taught me everything I need to know. And it's true, because he really had tried so hard to make sure I knew how to take care of myself. And I love him so much for that. I appreciate all the times he put me in a position where he's like, okay, you're going to learn how to do this. And I'd be like, oh, I don't want to learn how to do that. But I did. You got to change the oil on the generator. You got to do things that really suck sometimes. But I do them now, and I'm so grateful. But I hope if any of you guys are going through grief or sadness, or somebody's not well in your life and you're trying to figure out how you're going to make it through, there's no answer. There's no real answer. Just know that other people are going through it. We've all gone through it. We're all going to die. It's unfortunate that some people get really sick and then it postpones, like it prolongs it for a really long time. That's really hard. And just know that there's other people out there that are struggling, and there's resources, there's people you can talk to. Sometimes you just got to cry. Sometimes you got to get mad. You've got to go through all the emotion. That's what humans do. That's what we do. And we're going to go through it over and over again. Like I was mentioning to someone, in your groups of friends, you're either going to be the first one to go and watch and nothing watch nobody die, or you're going to be the last one. You're going to watch everybody die. Like it's just there's no way out of it. We're not getting out of this alive. That's for sure. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. And like I said before, I really have a lot of faith in God, and I trust that I am here going slowly through this grief process properly because I don't know how else to deal with it. This I've never dealt with losing a spouse, and I think that God's got me because I probably wouldn't be here right now if I didn't have some faith, like a lot of faith. Because it's, yeah, it's hard. It can get really hard. But just know that, there's other people out there that are struggling too, and be strong. Just try and find things to do in your day that help you remember the good things in life and stay focused. Don't stay too busy. Like sometimes you got to sit in it, and sometimes you got to get creative. I actually started doing something kind of cute. I'm doing this little purse. I made it, crocheted it, and I'm putting little tulips on it. So yeah, just staying creative, having some fun with that. But I'm also taking a break for this whole week. I'm not doing any work. I don't want to do anything. I just want to float, just float through life for a few days. But that's it. That's my story today. I'm hoping to start regular stories back in September, is my plan, with more nostalgic stories and looking at things in the past and stuff that was fun back in the day. I have this really cool, like, I just watched a documentary on Pop Shop Pop. Do you guys remember that? Oh, Pop Shop Pop, where you could create. Oh, anyway, I'm not even going to go there. I might do a video on it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I don't know what day it is. I'm sure it's getting close to the weekend, so have a good weekend. Stay cool if it's hot. It's very hot here, but I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it. For a redhead, I love this heat. It's very unusual, but I love this. Anyways, you guys have a great day, and God bless you, and take care, and be good to others, and hug your people, hug everybody you love. And yeah, just be well. See you later.